if WildStar had a sequel, it would be Nostalgix. This is a really, really cool looking card game that currently has a new Kickstarter campaign. This thing got almost $1 million in its first campaign, and I can see why. Looking at the base set first edition box here that came out of that campaign, it's a really nice looking box. It's a really great looking game. Awesome space, World of Warcraft kind of aesthetic. That's why I said it reminds me of that MMORPG WildStar. And we're going to be giving this box away. We're going to open up all the packs. I think there's 36 packs in here. And we're going to give away 12 packs to 3 different winners. So let's go ahead and open this up and just kind of see what this game is all about. Not opened Nostalgix before, and I actually missed this campaign when they first came out. I'll talk a little bit about that, a little bit about their history and their current campaign going on right now. But it's a really nice box. It looks a little bit like a Pokemon booster box here. And you can pause here and read the bio of the game here, the description they give you. 6+. You got 36 packs in here, 10 cards per pack. And there's 180 cards in the whole set. The decks, you need a 50-card deck and a hero card to play. Here's what the game arena kind of looks like. This is one of the playmats they sent me. They sent me a couple playmats. You got your hero. You got stuff over here, which I believe is like equipment and traps and things like that. You got a void deck, arena, and then you've got mana that I guess this is kind of like a Hearthstone style. I'm not sure exactly how that works. I haven't learned to play this game, but I've got to say I love the art, love the playmats. They have a lot of really beautiful playmats for this. Looks like we've got 4 different pack arts here. This is what they look like. Very nice. And we're going to go in order. So we're going to do giveaway winner number 1, your first 12 packs, and then we're going to do the next 12 packs, and after that. So here's the pack. Just show this one here, Calling All Heroes. I like that. So they've got some good SEO marketing here on the front. I do like the pack design. And again, I like, that it's got kind of this MMORPG, this World of Warcraft. Let's see, how are we going to open this here? What's the best way to open this? A little bit hard to open these packs. All right, so this goes really well from the center here. Just very similar to a Pokemon pack. A little bit hard to open it just right off the bat from the top there. Here's the card back. All right, sorry about that. I lost the light. I had to plug it in. It was low on battery. So there's the big card back there. Nostalgix, an interdimensional custom card game. Cool. They're definitely rocking this space theme and embracing that. So right off the bat, we got Baby Card Dragon. And look at that dragon. That looks pretty cool. And I'm going to just go a little bit slow in the first pack here, and then we're going to go move kind of quickly because 36 packs can take a little bit for me as a content creator to go through. But I'm really liking the card designs. I love the kind of like space font of the numbers there. The design of the cards looks really, really nice. Sarah, so we got like an angel card there. So we've got some creatures. Looks like we've got some abilities. I don't know how to play this game, so I'm not going to be able to kind of walk you through the text. Now, one thing that stood out to me, I like these, these big, I guess, resource cost numbers, whatever they are. And then look at that huge health droplet there for, I guess, its health. That looks really, really nice. Good interface there. I would say the text is maybe a little bit small, and I think probably people are just kind of tired of hearing me saying that because I say that about, I point that out a lot whenever I see any kind of card text. Now, I was looking at it from a little bit of a distance when I'm opening it, but there's the front there. I like a little bit larger text. It's a little bit hard to read for me sometimes when the text is kind of small. Maybe they will have a little bit larger text for their newer set, because a lot of times they kind of refine these cards as they're going. And what was our rare there? Okay, so that must be the rarity, because look, we got this green. These were these cards. Those are commons, I guess. And then this must be our rare. Okay, so we got one of these cards with this orange crystal Nessie. That must be a more powerful card. And then we've got these 3 blue that came after that. So those would be our uncommons. All right, so we'll put those aside, put the greens and the blues together. We'll separate this orange over there. We'll go to our next pack. So pack number 2. All right, so this was my very first time really opening a pack and seeing the cards. And just immediate impressions. Love the art. Love the design. It makes me feel like I'm playing WildStar a little bit in terms of just the artistic aesthetic. We've getting a little bit understanding of some of the cards. We have these creatures, ability text, skills, Spark Bolt. So this is like a quick action you throw out there. I do think the text is like here, deal 1 damage to anything. Like I feel like this could just be bigger. Like all of these could go up maybe a couple text sizes, but everything else looks really, really good. And, I might be totally wrong about that. Here's our rare. So it's in the middle of the pack. Cerbercat. And then we've got our uncommons, Tornadex. I love that. That looks really cool. Just like weather elemental. Supermassive Slingshot, and Scaffa. Cool. That's a neat little creature there. So yeah, you know, and take my feedback with a grain of salt, because I am not a designer, you know, and I would hate to say something that, and then they go and do something based on my feedback that ends up being, you know, maybe they don't have enough room on the card or something, or it just doesn't look good to have bigger font on it. That's just, and that's something I say about, you know, a lot of games. It's just a kind of a personal opinion. So we're going to kind of move a little bit faster now. Okay, we got a big hit here because there's no gold crystal here. Look at that. Nakira, Herald of the Kraken. This is like a different kind of design on it. And there's a bigger number here with this big life droplet. So this must be like some kind of epic or big strong monster that you can summon there. And then we got our 3 uncommons. So try to, oh, at least that's cool. I like when they show their, like Yu-Gi-Oh does that, you know, they show their own cards in the art. That's really cool. Yeah, so we've got, this is pack number 4. We're going to move faster through this. I'll still show all the cards on camera, but we're not going to like stop and show each one in full on camera. We're going to kind of move a little bit faster here. And won't be able, okay, we got our first big hit so far. Look at that, Evelyn. That looks really cool. So this is another big hitter card, just like this one right here, the Nakira. And it's like a full art style. Still got that. I like that how the first edition is on there. It looks nice, even though there's no box there. And then it's got 40 hits. So I guess you can summon these like big kind of characters somehow. I don't know if that's like an extra deck thing, like with Yu-Gi-Oh, where you have some, you know, big boss monsters you can kind of summon. That's my understanding of how that works. But that's cool. I like that. So you got a lot of humanoid creatures, some like mystical, magical kind of creatures in here that you're summoning in space. And it's cool. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. I like the art a lot. So we got Morang, got a normal art there. Supermassive Slingshot, Scaffa, and Calamar. Pack number 6. Let me know what you all think about Nostalgix down in the comments below. By the way, that's how you're going to enter the giveaway. Say something about Nostalgix, and I will use Nostalgix as the keyword. So we're not going to do one of those where you can say anything at all. You know, preferably say something positive, or if you have some feedback or criticism, you know, be constructive. But we're just going to do the comment picker for Nostalgix. Make sure you spell it right, and just like it is on the pack, Nostalgix, and I'm going to do a comment picker for all 3 of those winners. We're just going to pick all 3 at once. And the 3 names that pop up are going to be the winners of each of you are going to get 12 packs worth of pools. We got another Nakira, Herald of the Kraken. Now, I feel like, did we get, yeah, we got this guy in the normal form, and this is the alternate foil chase version. Very cool. Looking great. Like that. Morga, we just pulled her. That looks good. I like the art on that. Lavamander. Yeah, so, you know, I don't know what it was about this game when they did their first Kickstarter. They got almost $1 million. Like, you can go, you know, see the past campaign records, and they have like 900 some odd thousand. And for some reason, I don't know why, that reminds me of like a Yu-Gi-Oh creature right there. For some reason, I don't know what it was, but I did not get in on it, even though there was a lot of hype behind it at the time. And I think at the time, you know, it's hard to kind of go back and remember. This is that creature on the booster box. I like that creature. That's pretty cool. I don't know what it was, but I think I was like just kind of burnt out on Kickstarter TCGs, maybe just TCGs as a whole, because I remember I was just kind of like not paying too much attention to any Kickstarters coming out, even though they were hitting these really big numbers. And I did back Grand Archive. I just really liked that game personally with the anime aesthetic and everything. Look at that. We got Jelliphant. This is a more traditional kind of foil. You see the star pattern there. It's not full art, but it's a little bit different. It's like a regular holo versus the full art holos. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I didn't get on it, but I see the appeal of it. You know, Nostalgix. It's kind of, you know, it's nostalgic, right? It's kind of going back to, I don't know what their reason for going with Nostalgix is. I can see how it's got kind of like a more retro design. It's got kind of like a retro card design and like a retro kind of game aesthetic design to it as well. Like these almost look like these would fit well in like an online client as in a video game form or something. And I could see this whole thing. You know, it reminded me of WildStar, right? Is what I said earlier. And you know, you can see this being kind of like this is almost like the WildStar TCG. The TCG version of WildStar to me is kind of the first impressions I have of it. Just from me personally playing that game. I don't know if you ever played that. I love this hit. Check this out. This is really cool. Valkyrian. I like these old school holos. I actually like these better. I don't know if they're more rare or not. than the full art ones, but they just look really nice. Like, look at those stars on that. That looks really, really cool. And they only have it on the background, so the subject kind of stands out from it. Valkyrian. That looks really great. I like that. That's my favorite card that we've pulled so far. Let's see. Are we there yet? Are we at 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got one more pack. How are we doing here? Yeah, we'll go to the right side here. So we got one more pack for giveaway winner number 1. And it looks like this is a fun opening experience because just these first 12 packs, you know, I don't know if the hits are going to be pretty spread out throughout here so that, you know, every giveaway winner is, you're looking at about what every giveaway winner is going to get. But these are some great pulls. Here's our first giveaway winner we're going to have. We got all your basics, your commons, uncommons, non-holo rares, your full arts, and then your more traditional holos. And I think this is my favorite pool we've gotten so far. So now they've got this second campaign. You know, I was talking about their first campaign. They got almost $1 million. It was crazy. I mean, so many games are pulling in such big numbers. And I don't know what it was, if it was just the interest at the time because it was still kind of pandemic era. Or, now this is cool, Voodoo. Shout out to Nostalgix. They sent me a plushie of this guy. Girl, I don't know, this animal. And my son loves it. You know, he loves stuffed animals. And yeah, I was like, this is kind of a creepy stuffed animal. It's like a voodoo dragon doll. But he loves it. It's cool. So I'm glad they have plushies and everything. And you know, they've got awesome play mats, and it just feels like a game. Here's our first rare hit for the giveaway number 1. It feels like giveaway number 2. It feels like a game that could, you know, has an IP that could spread and, you know, be used with multiple different kinds of merchandise. And I don't know if they want to do like a game and a video, a TV show and all that kind of stuff. Come on, pack, open up here. I'm not a huge fan of the pack opening experience, and you know, Pokemon has these same packs where you have to open it from the back, middle, and it's not a pleasant experience for me opening it, but I'm not an expert at this. I'm doing a lot of openings, but here's our second here. They're Lucky Frog Merchant, very cool. But what I was saying, yeah, like I like this as something that could have a potential IP behind it. You know, they've got the stuffed animals, and I could see like there being a TV show and a video game around this. I can already see I'm going to be editing out like a minute of me trying to tug at some of these packs. But I do like the style, the design, the world. It's 6+. You know, we got one of these traditional foils here. It's, you know, ages 6+ rated. It's, you know, that's something they want to be. It looks like family friendly, and you know, it can appeal to kids for sure. I mean, I just, you know, they had that awesome plush. My son loved it, right? And I could see, you know, kids being into some of these creatures and characters, and there's nothing, you know, kind of edgy or controversial here that you have to worry about. I think it's really cool. So, you know, this reminds me of that Panda expansion from World of Warcraft. But so yeah, I like what I've been seeing. I think I just didn't know a lot about this when it first came out because I was, again, not really paying attention to a lot. Nostalgix, if you're listening, please make this easier to open for content creators. Maybe no one else cares if they're opening, but you know, I got to edit through me just tugging at these packs to open them up. You know, small things. I don't know if people really think about, you know, how easy something's going to be for a content creator. Another small detail too, like I like 24 pack boosters because 36 packs gets to be a longer video and the retention goes down, the video doesn't spread as much, and it just kind of harder to deal with a lot more packs in a booster box than something like 24. So we got Tacoon again. 2 of these, looks like, so maybe we'll get 2 of these traditional kind of retro looking foils every 12 packs, something like that. So yeah, they had a big Kickstarter. A lot of games were getting big numbers back then, and I was kind of burnt out, so I wasn't paying too much attention. But I see the appeal. I understand why people were kind of gravitating toward this game and putting a lot of money in, because there's a lot that is firing correctly, I think, with this game. And now flash forward to today, and there is so much, I would say, like negativity, I guess, or, you know, more of a bearish sentiment, at least, in terms of the market. You're looking at the Kickstarters currently going on right now, and, you know, Kickstarters are struggling to get funded with less than 100,000 goal. And, you know, I think I don't really attribute that to particular games just not being popular or whatever. I think it's just the sentiment as a whole is a lot different than, you know, back in the days when Nostalgix did their first campaign. It's, you know, even Magic the Gathering is not doing super great. There's a lot of drama with that. You know, Pokemon, we got 4 more packs for this opening, for this giveaway. And yeah, it's just a tough time right now. And, you know, I wouldn't I don't think it's a bad thing. And I don't think it's a bad thing for, you know, if a campaign wants to just kind of come back and try it at a different time or restart the campaign again at some point. I think Nostalgix, they can make it for their newest campaign. We got a 4 right there. Check that out. That looks really cool. I think they can do it, but I think, you know, they're halfway there right now, and a little bit over halfway, and they've got, you know, 20 some odd days, something like that, to go on the campaign. I think they can make it. You know, I think if people, you know, we can make the word spread on about this game. I think it has a lot of things going for it that, you know, someone could just look at it if they can come across its campaign and they see that it's got great art and design. And something I like about this too is, you know, it's got there's real people behind it. You know, and they've had a campaign before. They've delivered product. They did another set, not through Kickstarter. They delivered that, and you know, there's a real team behind it. You can, you know, see them on the Kickstarter campaign. The creator is very active on social media. He's commented on my videos. And you know, it just, like, I feel like if I back Nostalgix this latest campaign, you know, there's a high certainty that they're going to deliver the product, and they've managed this before, they've done it before, they've made this happen before, and I just think that this is one of those that, you know, they have a track record already, and that's great to see, because there have been some rug pulls in the space, and I'm not going to name a card game right now, but I backed another Kickstarter that was supposed to go out in September, and it's kind of started to ghost. Not hearing many updates, and I reached out and said something, and reached out on Kickstarter for an anonymous update, which you can do, and got a really generic update that didn't really tell me much. And I'm starting to feel, you know, I only put $100 some odd into it, but I'm starting to feel, you know, getting rug pull vibes from it. And, you know, I hope that's not the case. I hope they're just delayed. But yeah, you know, I have confidence. You know, if I back Nostalgix, I'm not feeling like that's going to happen to me. Some more great loot for our second giveaway winner. And now we've got 12 packs remaining. All right, I accidentally pulled one too many packs. So this one is actually going to go to... So this is actually going to be the first pack of our third giveaway winner. Put that right there in the center. My only 2 pieces of feedback, please a better pack opening experience, because it's just, or I just need to level up my pack openings, because I'm editing a lot out of here of just me struggling to open these on camera when I'm under pressure to put this out. So, all right, so we got our hit there, and then our uncommons. And I also just realized too, I got all of the commons and uncommons. Looks like I got a pile where I've got them kind of mixed up. So what I'm going to do, I've got the hits for each giveaway winner divvied out in the opening, but the commons and uncommons all got kind of put together. So I'm going to go through, I'm just going to divide them up evenly and do my best to try to, oh, look at that, we got a big hit there. Yeah, I'm just going to do my best just to get out the commons and uncommons in an even distribution, but all the hits that we did will be going in order that you see in front of you here. And this looks like an awesome hit right there. Booster Box Dragon. What a cool concept for a character. Yeah, that's a great hit right there. I like that one. So, yeah, sorry about that. I got a little bit mixed up with doing 3 different giveaways here. But you're all getting your respective hits throughout the box. And again, those commons and uncommons, I'm just going to divvy them up as best as I can for each of the giveaway winners here. Here's our hit here. We've got Engineer, so our non-holo. So go check out their campaign live right now. Again, it's a different time for Kickstarters. I hope they make it to the 50,000 they need. It looks like they put together a great campaign. I love a lot of the art they're doing. I mean, the colors in this game from this set and in the new set too. I don't know about the second set. The colors are so vibrant. I love the appeal of the cards. You know, something that's family friendly and attractive. And you know, I can see like kids grabbing on to a lot of these designs. And it sounds like from their tagline, our hit there was Vix of the Six. It sounds like from their tagline, like it's something like, you know, easy to pick up, difficult to master. And I like that idea. You know, it says you can learn it in 2 minutes. And it looks like, you know, it's got a nice layout. It looks like it would be something that's fun to play. And they've got a lot of great, you know, play mats to choose from. And I hope it does well. You know, this is a game that's put out product and is one of the bigger, earlier Kickstarter TCGs. And, you know, I think they deserve to, you know, to be fun and to be a successful campaign. Xenobot, look at that. It's got another old school holo there. And, yeah, I'm really excited about it. I've liked what I'm seeing so far. And I'd like to hear what you all think about Nostalgix down in the comments below. You know, what are you going to back it? Did you get in on the first campaign? Do you play the game? You know, I'd like to hear, you know, what the gameplay is for this. Ren's Collectible, shout out to that YouTube channel. expressed that this was a really great game that they've been enjoying. I've seen they've been doing some content on it, and so that's great to see. And it's great to see the creator come in and talk on the videos and show some support, send this stuff out. I was so impressed with how much they sent out to me. They sent me this entire booster box with the display case, and I'm just going to hold on to this display case. It's going to be a nightmare to ship, I think, and just see if I can find something else to fit in there. They sent me a couple play mats, which is really awesome. I'm a huge play mat person because, I use them for openings. It's like my background, my studio, and for these openings. So, and man, they look good. And it looks like something that I'd be interested in trying out playing because they have a lot of interesting zones for playing the game. And I like this like mana system down here. Maybe you can move some counters along that. And it seems like maybe you'll have an interesting game state when you're actually playing this. So let's see, we're down to our last few packs here. We got 3 packs left after this. Let's see if we can get another holo hit out of here. It's definitely gonna be interesting to see how this space continues to evolve because, we had a really big bull period and now we're kind of in a more bearish space, with just card games as a whole, I think, and a lot of negative sentiment across the board. And I think you're seeing that in Kickstarter campaigns. And, I hope that we can continue to bring out new cool ideas and, companies that really deserve to have their campaign funded and have a great, product lineup and have, I'm glad that these guys that Nostalgix has a history. Oh, that's a cool hit right there. It has a history of already done this. Again, it's just something I feel confident that if you're worried about rug pulls and that kind of thing, like Nostalgix, I feel like there's just like such little, risk in that because they're established. They've done this before and they've delivered product. We've got CL Casa. That's really cool. I love these old school holos. I'm gonna guess. I'm just gonna take a wild guess right now that these are actually more rare than those full art ones because I like the looks of them better. And maybe that's just again, witchy long legs. That is an amazing character concept. Look at that. That is so cool. Great job with that one. I just part of me just kind of goes back to the old school Pokemon holos too. And it'll be interesting to see, once we get some of the new product, if we can get that in hand. I don't know how long it would take to ship all that out, and if I'm going to back, what I'm going to back at what tier for that yet. But it'll be interesting to see, how they evolve the cards going forward and how things change and how, just follow the Nostalgix continued journey going forward. All right, these are all our pools. We've got giveaway winner 1, 2, and 3. And again, some of these got a little bit jumbled. Try to figure out what's going on with that and just get the commons and uncommons divvied up as best as I can. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching today. Let me know what you think about Nostalgix down in the comments below to enter the giveaway. And I'll be seeing you again in another video very soon. Thank you.